President Moon Jae-in asked the government to prepare its own drafts for a constitutional revision, as the National Assembly hasn't made significant progress in related efforts. On the sexual misconduct case that's being brought to the light, the Liberal leader vowed to sternly hold accountable those who commit such heinous crimes. Park Ji-won shares with us his remarks.
In a weekly meeting with his senior aides on Monday, President Moon Jae-in ordered the National Advisory Committee on Policy Planning to prepare its own draft of a constitutional revision as he pressed the National Assembly once again to come up with a widely agreed upon draft of the revision. The move came as he hopes to hold a national referendum on the constitutional revision in tandem with June local elections in the country.
지방선거와 동시에 개헌 국민투표를 하려면 시간이 얼마 남지 않았습니다. 국회가 국민의 뜻을 받들어 합의하는 것이 최선이지만 국회의 합의만을 바라보며 기다릴 상황이 아니라고 생각합니다. 이제 대통령도 국민 의견을 수렴하는 등 개헌 준비를 시작할 수밖에 없습니다.
In regards to a series of sexual harassment cases among the members of the nation's prosecution that has rattled the country since last week, President Moon conveyed words of consolation and encouragement for those who spoke up. He harshly criticized those involved in these cases as they failed to represent and live by the key role of their profession, which is to protect the law and order of the country. He strongly urged the Justice Ministry and prosecution to get to the bottom of all cases and sternly hold those responsible accountable. He also asked the private sectors to come up with stronger measures in this matter.
우선 성희롱, 성폭력은 한 개인의 일탈 행위가 아니라 성차별적인 사회 구조와 문화 때문에 발생한다는 점에서 위계 문화가 강한 정부와 공공기관부터 먼저 달라지고 모범을 보여야 할 것입니다.
President Moon asked the parliament to pass a law on establishing a government agency specializing on probes that involve high-ranking officials, a move that forms part of the government's efforts to reduce and prevent misconducts by those in power. Park Ji-won, Arirang News.